took me a while to find this game, but, well, time to show it off. Alright, so, welcome to Freelancer. And I'm just going to turn on the sound a little bit in a few areas so you can hear me more effectively.
Freeport 7 was destroyed for it. The man who had it.
That's fine. Oops.
Freeport 7 was destroyed for.
There we go. Alright, so let's talk a little bit before jumping into the game. This is Freelancer, and it's considered by many to be like sort of like the I guess like the predecessor or the opening game that basically sort of like opened up the open world space trading and combat simulator type of game. It's essentially made by the same guy who did Wing Commander, and he's off doing some new game called Star Citizen, which hopefully will come out in the near future. But for the most part, this was like, one of my favorite games back in the day because there was no like other games very much like it. And I was basically reminded of this game recently when like Starpoint Gemini came on like for like free. I also was reminded by like Windward as well. Anyhow, let's just sort of jump into show off the game a little bit, and like you can see what it's all about. So first things first, I'm basically going to jump in with this initial file here. This is basically like here's something I know about this game, by the way. I won't really go into too much detail about what the game backstory is all about, but basically there's like different factions in the game, and they're all based off of like old elements of like Earth. Right now I'm basically in like Bretonia, or basically like the Britain type of style of cityscapes and such. And we're just gonna do a little bit of trading, I think, just to start off with, so I can like show off a little bit of like the stuff. Oh yeah, these nice little cutscenes that basically pop up as like you enter places and stuff. Alright, let's just talk to this guy. We're just gonna buy something to sell somewhere. So basically there's like this very basic trading system in the game. You basically can buy stuff and sell it. So I can buy basic alloys here and like sell somewhere. I think what I want to get though is down here. So let's look at water. So I could take water over to Leeds for like a profit of like 68 money, I guess we'll call it. There's pharmaceuticals I could take. That's a little bit less. There's auction. I can like get a little bit from that. There's like a whole lot of goods in this game. Lots of good goods in this game. Optometrics might be worth getting at some point. There's luxury food. We're not going to worry about luxury food, I don't think. Now, I'll note, by the way, that there's like high prices here. Like, I could actually go off over to like, Planet Manhattan, New York, or Planet Denver, Colorado. But the problem with those places is that, well, there's actually like a faction reputation reputation system in this game. And it's very, very difficult to, go there for me right now, to say the least. Alright, let's just buy a whole lot of water. We'll buy 30 quantity here. And basically, let's just sort of like go into detail a little bit about it. There's a faction system in this game, and right now, all of like, the Liberty people over here, Liberty Navy, Liberty Police, Liberty Security Force, basically all those places don't like me. And it's because like I'm playing like a campaign of this game, and like in the campaign, you'll basically have it so like you'll basically have like these guys get really hostile to you at some point. To all the Liberty guys, they're like a faction in this game. By the way, I've been playing for 4 hours and 50 minutes to get to this point, so we're a little into the game at this point. But yeah, basically the game's split up into like 4 different factions primarily. You got the Rhineland, the Kasari, the Bretonia, and the Liberty. They're all basically based off of like different factions from like the past. So Kasari are like the Far East. The Rhineland is like Germany. Bretonia is like Britain, and Liberty is like America. And they were all part of this like a faction called the Alliance back on Old Earth. But basically the Alliance got defeated, so they had to flee, and basically start life anew somewhere else. Anyhow, I was basically in Liberty, but I got kicked out of it and had to flee to Bretonia because of, events that basically happened in a single-player campaign. Anyhow, let's just go out into space, and I'll basically show off a little bit about that. And we'll do a little bit of trading, because that'll be fun. Alright, so here we are in open space. It's very, very red. This is like an attribute of the, oh, look at enemies are already coming out after me. This is an attribute of like the London space. It's basically very red. We got enemies over here I'm just going to kill because I feel like it. There's pirates in this game. Oh, I keep having head-on collisions with that Molly. I won't go into too much detail about like different factions, but I'll give you just a couple of bit of insights.
Alpha Ford and Freelancer Alpha 1-1. Stand by, I'm scanning your cargo bay.
By the way, I just have my cargo bay scanned there. Anyhow, this is to talk a little bit about factions. There's basically different factions in this game. There's like, the main factions and there's like sub-factions. That faction right there in the Mollies, they're like, how can I put it? They're kind of like, based off of like Ireland. And like how like Ireland with like, how they basically had all those wars with like Britain to basically get separation. That's what those guys are all about. They basically want separation from the the Britons. And they're basically terrorists who basically will terrorize people to get their way. Aha. Anyhow, you'll probably also notice I have a guy say, "Hello, I'm gonna scan you." There's actually like a train system, but there's also like contraband in this game. And if you're carrying contraband, the people will actually get really hostile to you, and they'll be like, I gotta kill you to take your contraband." So yeah, you can like smuggle stuff in this game if you want to. But whatever, we're just gonna take our cargo hold of water. We'll probably go up to Leeds or the station I'm gonna go to. Yeah, let's go to Leeds. Now, I'm not by I mean a waypoint. These are like sort of like the interstellar traveling mechanisms in this game. And oh, there's more hostiles here. Junkers and Mollies. Now these guys are in freighters, so they're a little bit easier to fight, even though there's lots of them. They have a little bit of junk for me to pick up. You can tractor in like loot, as you can see, which is nice. Uh oh. Use a countermeasure to dodge that missile that came after me. There is actually missiles, yes, in this game. Now you see the ships, they have like different attributes to them. I'm using a light fire right now, which basically is like, it fires in front of itself to basically kill stuff. These guys are using freighters, and they have turrets on them, so they can fire in more directions. I'll recharge my shields there a little bit. Oopsie. I didn't mean to use that countermeasure there, but whatever. There's countermeasures, there's mines, there's missiles, lots of stuff you can basically deploy in this game. One of the freighters is behind me, but whatever, we'll just kill this guy. Then we'll go kill this last guy. Oops. If you left click, you can basically change your targets, and that's what I'm doing right there. Alright, so there's like that battle done. Now, note, if you look over here, I've got like this like sort of like use shield battery and use nanobites. Basically, I was pressing hotkeys basically to like charge my shield up or fix my hull. Basically, like they basically fix you up if you like use it in combat. Down here, you've got like a sort of like indicator for how much like afterburner you have. And here's like your total speed. You have like a yellow like for available weapon power. You've got like shield power, and you got like hull status. If you lose all your hull, you're basically dead. If you lose all your shields, you're basically start taking damage to your hull. And like the available power basically corresponds to how much power you have for firing your weapons off. Now, note to this game, it's sort of like how can I put this? It's complicated to play, but simplified at the same time. If you play a single player campaign, they basically do a really good job of like, sort of coaxing you into how to play the game. Anyhow, we're gonna go over here to Leeds, and I'll just basically go drop off my cargo. Now, I'm basically playing this game not only for the fact that, I basically want to show off like what the game's all about, but also because like, I'm probably gonna look into Star System when it comes out, because that looks like it'll be a very cool game to play, perhaps. That was like a game that like it was on Kickstarter, and they like put in $2 million for it, like 4 times the amount that the guy was asking for to make this game. And well, I'll be interested to play this sort of type of game again, because there's not a whole lot of space simulators, or good ones rather, shall we say. Let's go over here. My auction has to be dropped off somewhere, and I can probably take it to, I should probably take up the LD14 here, I guess. Maybe I'll do that. We'll take up the LD14. Anyways, we'll go over here. Now, I'll note that these trade lanes, they can be disrupted by pirates every so often. You haven't seen it happen yet, but basically sometimes pirates will like destroy like one of these like things that are on the waypoint ways, and that'll basically cause you to have to basically deal with like pirates at that point, or flee from them or whatever. Alright, that's a little bit too far away, so I have to get a little bit closer. So here's Leeds, by the way. This is like this character's home planet. If you like look over in here, I'll basically see like, well, whatever. Essentially, the main character in this game is called Trent, and his like home planet is Leeds. Planet Leeds, I guess. Now, this is probably a game that's better played on multiplayer than it is on single player. The single player is good for like giving you like instruction on how to play, but multiplayer is where this game could really be at, because it's basically designed that basically you can like go around doing whatever you want, trading, pirating, escorting, killing, whatever you basically want to do. It's like a level system that basically indicates like your progression, like stuff you basically have. So as you level up, you'll be able to get access to more equipment and such. Now, is there gonna be anything over here, I wonder? Doesn't look it. Oh, yes there is. We have enemies. Let's go kill these enemies. Yes, you are getting hit pretty hard. Now, note that these fighters here, I'm basically finding they basically have turrets on them. There's like heavy fighters, there's light fighters, and there's freighters. The light fighters can basically have like weapons in front of them, but the heavy fighters can have like weapons on the other sides of them. Alright, there we go, we killed all them. Now if you look at that, I basically took a little bit of damage there, but whatever. You want to be very careful taking damage to your hull, because eventually after a while, you'll basically have like parts of your ship get blown off, and then like you'll like start having like weapons like fall off your ship because they've like you've taken so much damage they're falling off your ship. That happens more like when you basically take way too much damage, but it can happen like at other times too. Alright, we're on the last leg of our way over to LD14. I'll basically sell my water, and we can buy something else to sell back to New London. Really feel like doing that. Now, this is really a good game for like trading if you want to do it, I guess. but it's kind of simplified at the same time because basically there's like no like stock market type prices type of idea. The prices go up and down, pretty much as you could probably they don't go up and down basically. They basically like they sit and like they like are at the same price constantly. There's like no up and down the price for them, and you don't like have like a lower buy or higher sell or whatever it is, or lower selling price, higher buying price for like the same item as the same place. So I mean, this is a very simplified game in a lot of places, but it's still fun. And it's actually really fun for like a kid to play because it's like it's got like basic intrinsics that like even a kid can understand, which is nice. All right, let's do some repairs on my stuff here because I got damaged. So my ship hull, my tail, my weapons got damaged. We'll just do that. I'll sell off the weapon I picked up because I don't really need it. Slingshot missile here. We'll sell that off. Sell off these missiles here too, the drone mine. And yeah, there's like stuff you can buy. You can like buy like advanced like shields and thrusters and everything else. I might just buy this, I think, but it's kind of expensive to get some things in this game, so this is probably good enough for now. Anyhow, I bought some water. Let's just sell it here and make a little bit of money, because I can do that. So I can sell all the water here for a nice little profit margin. And then I can buy stuff here if I want to as well. Here's like Mox, it's a perishable item, so there's like perishable stuff that you have to get to where you need to take it. This goes... I could take this to Leeds for a small profit, or I could take it to London. I think we'll probably take this to Leeds. We'll see how much it deteriorates when I take it over to Leeds there. So we'll buy a full complement of his stuff. And we'll launch and get over to Leeds and we'll sell it there because it'll probably perish quite a bit. And be attacked right from the get-go here. Now, I'd stick around to fight these guys, but we got perishable items on board. I want to just get out of here. We'll let the stuff fight the mollies here, what's over here. Armed forces and our stuff, that's fine. And I want to be very careful when you're like docking like this, because like things can still hit you while you're like retreating, which can hurt a lot. I'd use like a few of my shield batteries to basically recharge there and get out of the way. That's probably not worth like using all the shield batteries right there. So I'm probably not going to earn the profit I'm going to get for like getting away from all them. That's something I know about this game. You have to basically sort of like line up how much like risk to reward you're basically going to do for a lot of that activities, like when you're trading and such, which is fun. There's Deep Space Engineering over there, apparently. Now, I know, but if I want to compress G, use up a couple of my shield, like, or not my shield, but my nanites, basically, to, like, repair myself. We'll do that. And these things are slowly deteriorating, as you can probably see from the yellow bar right there. So that's like how long they basically, they'll basically last for a long time, MLX, but they'll basically deteriorate at the same time. You got this little yellow bar telling you how much they deteriorate. We'll just go to Leeds here. I'll buy something to take to New London from there. I'll probably have one of my mocks deteriorate before getting here, but maybe I'll be quick enough to get in here before it does. By the way, if you look at my ship info card, you can see what my things like. So, actually fast and agile is fire designs based on the B1. The class declared the Petronia frontier and set the stage for the colonization of Sirius. Get a little bit of information about shift stuff. Here's Leeds, my, like, this guy's, like, home planet, I guess. So we land right there. Let's fix up my ship a little bit, I guess. I used some nanites to repair myself up, which is, like, probably not necessary, but I did, like, for showcasing it, just to show it off. There we go. So 21 basically repair all that. And if I try and buy like the shield batteries back, it'll probably be like, not worth it that I spent all that stuff basically, to like dodge all this stuff. So like, yeah, basically it'll cost me. There's like my profit margin basically gone, so to speak. And probably lost at the same time. We'll sell my mocks. I got 83 of it, so not gonna make a whole lot from it, but whatever. So I can take some stuff from here back to New London. So look around at the stuff. Food rations. You basically have like low and like high, like priced items, and these items are I'm basically gonna sell. They basically will how can I put it? Basically, you have like lower items they can buy like as a lower lower level player, and there's like higher level ones for higher level players, so you can have like high and low things. There's the optometrics, so I can sell these back in New London if I want to. There's pharmaceuticals. If I want to, I could take these back to the other place, but whatever. What I want to get, I think, is probably optometrics here, so we'll get these. I'm by 24 of them, which is not great, but whatever. I'll make my way back to New London, and we'll sell them off for a much better profit than what I came here for. There we go. Basic aspects of like, supply and demand. Nothing like, too advanced, but whatever. Now, nope, if I press escape, I can like skip the cutscenes. But that's something I know about this game. It does have cutscenes quite a bit. Hopefully, when I get back to New London with all these optometrics, I'll get some good, payday for them all. So it'll be worth it.
This is Britonia Police, Kappa 12 at Freelancer, Alpha 1-1. You don't mind if I scan you for a little contraband, do you?
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, you're clean.
Now, those guys will have different messages if you do have contraband because you're smuggling.
Hey, don't fall asleep on me. Out here you'll get a...
They'll probably like attack you, as you can probably expect. In this game, like, criminal activity is actually a big thing that goes on. Now, note these jump gates, they're basically like, ways to get from like sector to sector. If you look at this sector here, you'll see like I've got a sun in the middle of it. Medium yellow sun. Nope, we're not going that way. Hit the wrong dock thing here. You basically dock to basically get into like all these places, by the way. That's obviously how it works. One of the things I sort of liked about this game, you basically docked in like, they basically like, simplified a lot of like the mechanisms, so like, it's very like simplified to basically understand how the game it plays. And that's why why this game is like, pretty good to play. Well made game. We'll go over there. Now, unfortunately, I don't think there'll be like a Freelancer 2, but there will be like, Star Citizen, and that'll probably be fun to play. So, there'll be that. Apparently, Star Citizen, the game that, like, the guy who made this game is gonna, make after it. It's gonna be like made of the Cry engine, so it'll look really, really nice. Though by today's standards, this game still looks pretty nice, even though it's obviously got like less stellar graphics. Less than stellar graphics is what I'm trying to say. There's New London over there. There's the sun, by the way. If you look at it, like here, I basically see like a different sun. So medium white. Essentially, each sector's like a sun, and that's basically how I like to divide it, sort of. We'll fight these guys. I feel like it. Alright, well, they're all dead. I'm not sure we got much out of them, but whatever. Sometimes you get, like, good loot from pirates. If you fight them. Ooh, I got food rations. Okay, so we did get something decent. I can sell those. I'll note that in this game, you can do pretty well trading, but unless you, like, have, like, really high valuable cargo, like what I've got right now, you won't really get big returns on it. We'll go for the trade lane over here. It's unfortunate that like we didn't see any pirates on the way, but whatever. Because basically you can break down these like trade points, and then like you can have it so like you can raid people. But pirates didn't do that to me this time around. Oh well. I was hoping for it, but oh well. Let's just make our way into New London, and then we'll go from there. Oh, more enemies. Well, dead enemy. I'll note that when like Star Citizen comes out, I'm probably gonna make myself a freighter. Just do a lot of trades like this, because that's something I really enjoy doing, because, there's not a lot of good trading games. Alright, let's go sell these optometrics I basically got, and then I'll go show off a little bit of the Liberty section, like a earlier save of the game. We'll go to the equipment dealer, we'll probably repair anything I need to. I don't think I need to do any repairs. Nope, no repairs. Can I sell anything? And a little bit of missiles. Nothing too great. Profit margins, go! Look at that profit. At least I got some good profit coming back here. Alright, so I know if I was playing like with like multiplayer though, I could do like much longer runs that go like sector like I could go like from like Ratonia space to like the Liberty space. Yeah, that's what it is. Sell something really, really precious for like a lot. Not basic alloy, that's not something I'd sell, but no. Diamonds. Well, apparently sell this stuff here. Someone there gets it. Let's go through this stuff immediately, Alright, so there's something I could basically do. I could probably buy gold from like New London here, ship it all the way down to something like, Baltimore shipyard for a nice hefty profit. That's like, in Liberty, but whatever. Light arms are like something that could, be nice to sell at some point, perhaps. Now, that'd be really good if I could get it there in time, but it's highly perishable, so it's unlikely I could get a lot of them over there. But, you get the basic idea. That's basically like the trading element of this game. So, we'll save this, or I'll save this. And let's, load up one of the old ones. So this is like in the Liberty sector before like everything goes to shit for your character. And I'm just going to do a quick job to show those off. So basically you go to the bar to get like missions and stuff. As you can probably expect, you basically go here to get like, assassination and escort stuff. You can talk to people for information on what's going on. If you want to, you can buy like, stuff for yourself.
What's going on?
You're new here, aren't you?
You bet.
Oh, well, I work for Universal Shipping. We don't really run this place, but we have an understanding with the people who do. Your rep could use a little fixing for a small fee.
All right, go on.
So here's like an idea, like you can basically bribe, like, I could stand and have a better reputation with Cryer Pharmaceuticals. I could hack your records for 60,000 credits. Basically, what it is to do is like increase my reputation with these guys, so I can actually do like deals with them if I want to.
I think I'm staying away from this one.
Good journey, Mr. Trent.
In single player, it's not really important to do bribes and stuff, but in multiplayer, that gets more important. There's no like guys here with a job, so let's go to the job board. A bunch of jobs here I can basically do. We got like one to basically like we endured one attack from the Junkers. They want me to basically kill the Junkers. They want me to kill delivery rogues. Let's just go after Junkers for now, because why not? Basically, it's just like a very simple mission where I just have to go out, kill a bunch of stuff, and then like make my way home. So basically, kill everything and come back, or not really come back, but just kill everything. As soon as I kill everything, I get my credits for it. Here's Liberty Space. You'll probably notice that this is a lot less red. Each of like the different like sectors, they like control sectors. They have like different color schemes. So Freelancer Space is a lot more red, while like Liberty Space is a lot more purple.
The mission waypoint. Refer to the nav map for specific instructions.
So let's go over here to mission waypoint. We'll kill a bunch of Junkers, and then I think that'll probably be it for this episode. Now note that I'm like using like the initial like strategy we get in this game. It's a very weak one, but it'll do a job well enough. I got like a bunch of buttons here I can do as well, so you can see what's going on. So there's a bounty hunter there, there's a Junkers. Lots of stuff around me. There's like Maine. Maine is a moon in this game. All these like places, like the American names here, are like basically like they're like the planets are like and stuff are named after like old elements of Earth, and like that's basically how like this game like does it. So you have like Planet Maine instead of like the city Maine, or Planet Manhattan instead of like the city of Manhattan. I'm definitely gonna enjoy Star Citizen if it comes out. I'll probably pick it up soon, very soon when it releases. I think. Don't usually do that, but been looking for like a legitimate game like this to play on my channel at some point. Hopefully, like the game will be like simple, it'll be like this. It'll be like simplified, but still fun to play. Okay, we'll find enemies here soon. There they are.
Hostile ships in range. We've marked them to make them easier to spot. Glad you could make it. Could use your help. When I'm done with you, there won't be anything left to ID.
I don't actually have to go after like the guy that I'm targeting. I can target whoever I want to. And I got like some allies fighting me here, or fighting with me here, which is nice. There's some loot to basically pick up. I'm good with that. How are you doing? You're fighting this guy over here, so you get to die. These guys, paltry fairies, won't be able to put up a fight against me. Ah. Oh, bumped into debris. That's the nice thing about this game is that bumping into debris doesn't really hurt you too much. Nothing to get from him, I guess. So apparently these guys had starflyers like me when they came out here. Those guys that were fighting were probably rhinos, so that's what they were basically fighting with, rhinos. There's a few shield barriers I can't pick up because basically each of these ships can only like pick up a certain amount of like shield barriers and like nanites, so I can't do anything with these stuff out here. Oh well. Now I guess there's one aspect I should probably show off before I leave this game, but you can actually mine this game. And there's like areas you can like mine. I'm in on right now, so you can blow up stuff and basically mine stuff basically from it. This is mining. Isn't it fun? Just have to find stuff to blow up. How's my inventory doing? Yeah, basically pick up scrap metal here and fertilizers and stuff in the mineable area right here. Oh, another junker right there. Now, note that guy's like neutral to me instead of hostile. Unless you're actually like, hostile to an enemy, they won't actually like, be hostile to you. So like, I wasn't actually like hostile to that guy, or I'm not hostile to faction, so they're not automatically attacking me. But if I was like a lower reputation rating with these guys, they'd be like attacking me on sight. There's a throw out there. Mining quite a bit of stuff here, as you can see. You know what? Let's actually make our way back to Pittsburgh. Oh, there's rogues out there too. So those rogues are basically criminals, but they're not attacking me, which is nice. We'll try and blow up some stuff on the way out of here. Now, if I want to actually pick a fight with these guys, maybe I'll do that just before I leave here. If you want to, like, if you just attack them, they'll like, Huh? Oh, they're attacking me, okay. Usually don't attack you like this unless you fire at them, but I guess, like, I'm hostile enough that they're like, oh, enemy. A little bit of a fight here, but it's fine. And I can probably see it, but these guys are like, taking like, visual damage as I hit them up. Now, note by the way, as like I'm like, hitting these guys, I'm like picking up their stuff and getting network for it, so. I'm leveling myself up as I pick their equipment up. Yes, you are. All these guys are putting up quite a fight, but whatever. It's because I basically have weaker weapons on this ship than the other one, so they're taking a you know, much more to beat down as a result. Wow, I didn't actually fill up my cargo space. I did get some weapons though, so there's like some weapons I basically picked up from those, like, you know, pirates. I can still mine some stuff on the way out, so might as well just do that a little bit more. Still mineable space. I'm not seeing anything to mine though. What you can mine is basically looks like cylinders and stuff, so it's kind of odd. I'm seeing nothing to mine. It's kind of irritating me a little bit, but whatever. That happens. Vastness of space. Isn't it fun? I had a lot of fun with this game as a kid. There's a junker over there. However, let's just head back to Pittsburgh. It's all off all the loot I basically picked up. It's probably because I'm so close to like the planet that like there's like not less to mine. If I fire in the nebula, then like, you know, there'd be more stuff than mine. But I'm starting to exit, and it's like close to the planet, it's less than mine. So there's a rogue over there. Interesting. Oh no, we'll kill it. There's just one. Yeah, it's just one. He's got friends. Friends are about to die. Yes, yes you are. Now I think these guys' shields will eventually come back online, but it takes it. The AI basically has like a few weaknesses to basically make up for the fact they're a bit more numerous than you. Ow. That's launched a missile in my face. Now it's possible it plays a part, but unless you're actually like you know, I guess playing on a like you know a multiplayer server, it's very hard to, because it'll be hostile to you from the get-go more or less. And I found enough of these rogues, I think. Let's just get going here. As my like reputation gets worse and worse with the rogues getting more and more hostile to me, as you can see. But these guys are neutral, 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 friendly. Now there are like pirate bases in the game. I think if I recall correctly, there's one pirate base over in this area somewhere. But I haven't played this game for a long time, so I can't exactly be sure where it is. Very interesting how I'm basically going here, but okay. Go over there. By the way, each faction has like, you know, control over like, you know, different areas. So the DSE basically has control of this place. There we go. We'll sell all the stuff I basically picked up. Picked up some nice stuff. I might actually use this barrager, I think, because basically it's got like, you know, high fire rate, and it takes more energy to fire, it does a lot of damage, so it's a very nice weapon. We'll sell that, I'll put the barrager on. Pull those missiles off, the thruster. Can sell some of this stuff too if I want to. I don't need max this stuff, so I'm just selling it for that reason, basically. So if I wanted to, I could sell these, like, you know, probably like in London for a much better price, but whatever. Get rid of these, get rid of these. Those, that. Actually came pretty close. 1K off from the next level. Anyhow, before I go, let's actually just pick up a freighter so I can show it off like a little bit here. So here's like the Rhino freighter. I can't actually buy it, but basically, like, you know, the freighter is basically, you know, you can actually buy ships in like these places if you want to. Alright, that's basically all I want to show for this, so... This was Freelancer. I had a lot of fun with this game back in the day. And I'll be looking forward to seeing Star Citizen when it basically pops out. Now, I'll throw out one more thing. I'll note that this is yet another abandonware title, so... I'm probably not going to do a series for this type of game because of that, you know, single reason. But whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed this like little video to basically, you know, jump in nostalgia for it, and take care.